These were the ones that were opposed to the majority culture. They were more concerned with individuality than with societal well-being. Like, for instance, social critics and intellectuals, the arts people and writers, beatniks, not hippies, they'd come later. These people are beatniks. This is the beat generation. The mecca for all of this was Greenwich. It's pronounced Greenwich, not like it's spelled, Village in New York City. That was the hotbed of intellectual liberalism at this time. And if you've never been there, you need to go to Greenwich Village sometime during your life. When I was in college on choir tour, we would go across from Buffalo across the state to New York, singing at various high schools and evening groups. And we would wind up for a weekend in New York, and we would spend a lot of time in Greenwich Village trying to be a beatnik. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're going to have another little aside now, talking about the nature and measurement of intelligence. Background, how did it start? Well, it did not start in this country. In 1904, the French Minister of Education appointed a commission that would develop a test or some other instrument that would predict whether kids could succeed in school or not. Enter our heroes, Alfred Binet and Theophile Simon. Where are our Theophiles today? I don't believe I've ever met one in my life. It's a name that has just kind of disappeared. Anyway, enter these two. A year later, they develop a 30-item scale, that's a questionnaire, which attempted to measure sample bits of behavior that reflect mental ability. So they had to determine those things that people know, and if you know more of them than the next guy, then you're smarter than that person. The Binet-Simon test is based on the theory of Francis Galton. It's normed on 50 non-retarded children ages 5 through 11. What does normed mean? That means we took 50 kids, we assumed that they represented all levels of society. We gave them the test, and then we developed a normal curve to go along with that and assumed that the rest of the population would fit. Now, 50 is a very small number to norm a test on. If you want to do something like that today, you need to use a lot more. The Binet-Simon test was refined again in 1908, and it was again refined in 1911. Not anymore, because in 1911, Binet dies. A fellow by the name of Goddard gets a hold of the test, brings it to the United States, where it falls into the hands of Louis Terman, a professor at Stanford University in California. Terman diddles with the test, publishes an extensive revision of the 1911 Binet-Simon scale.